Welcome to my channel. My name is Christina from stylishnitting.com, and in today's video I will show you one more short row method, which is yarn over short row method. On purpose I have the swatch in the round because at the end I will show you what to do with the last wrap when you are knitting in the round. There is one little trick which you will see when you will be using the short rows in the round. So let's say our pattern says leave 4 stitches and turn. So we leave 4 stitches, and for yarn over short row we just turn on the other side first. Now the yarn is at the back and we do yarn over, just like that. So we have yarn over on our right hand needle and we simply continue purling and try to make this yarn over slightly tighter, and we did our yarn over short row and we purl until the pattern says to turn again on the right side. So let's say we leave 4 stitches unworked and we'll start our short row. The same thing. With yarn over we just turn on the other side first, and then we have our working yarn and we do a yarn over and tighten it up and just continue knitting. You will see it will look like this. I will show you one more time. Let's say 4 stitches again is left. 4, 4, 8. Now we just turn. We make a yarn over and we purl. And we tighten up a little bit the stitch. And we leave again 4 stitches unworked. For short rows, we simply turn our work and then do a yarn over, simple like that, just around the needle, and continue knitting as usual. When we want to work off, you will not miss the short row because the stitch and the yarn over will be just before the big gap. What we do, we knit the stitch, first stitch as usual. This is our yarn over now. We need to knit 2 together with the next stitch to close this gap here. Through the front loop, we just knit them together. Now we are here again. We knit the stitch next to the yarn over as usual, and we knit the yarn over with the next stitch, 2 together to close this gap. I will do one more yarn over to show you how to work on the wrong side. So we are coming close to our short row on the wrong side. So you will not miss it either on the other side. This is our stitch, this is the yarn over, this is the gap we need to close, and this is the next stitch. So we work the stitch next to the yarn over as normal, and now we need to close the gap. In order to lie the stitches straight, so they are not twisted on the other side. We need to slip our yarn over, and we need to change the direction of the next stitch, and replace back the yarn over. Now they are facing this way. It is in order when we purl them together, they are not twisted. So we purl them together through the back loop, and this stitch is not twisted, you see, and the yarn over goes behind, so it's not visible on the right side. I will show you one more time. Again, this is our stitch, this is yarn over, this is the gap, this is the next stitch. We purl, we slip the yarn over, we slip the next stitch and change the direction how the stitch is lying on the needle, put it back, and we purl both through the back loop, and we worked off our 2 short row stitches, the yarn overs. I will do one more yarn over, short row, to show you what to do when you're knitting in the round. When knitting in the round, the short row which we did on the right side will be no different. You will see it, it will be just like that, the same, facing the same. So we knit the stitch and we close the gap by knitting the next stitch and the yarn over together. No trouble here. The little bit confusing will be the last unworked short row stitch. In the round knitting, to work off the last unworked this stitch with the yarn over the short row stitch, you will face this situation. There is our stitch, everything is like in reverse order. This is our stitch, here is our yarn over, and here is our regular stitch. We need now to knit together this stitch with the yarn over, so this yarn over comes behind the stitch. In order to do that, we slip our stitch before the gap, and I knit through the back loop with the yarn over. It will be a little bit tight and unusual. Normally I just slip, I loosen up the yarn over a little bit, and I knit them together. So we close the gap, our yarn over is knitted together with the first stitch before the gap, and they are not twisted, and we continue our regular knitting. And as you can see, the gap is closed. We can see our short row. Here is one long stitch which is over 2 rows, so we did 1 extra row, and this stitch will show it.
Thank you for watching this video. Please press like button and subscribe to my channel not to miss any new videos. In this way I know that I will have to post maybe more videos about different topics. But until then, I just say goodbye and I see you in my next videos.